iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here, race fans. Tonight, it's the Upstate Racing League here for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series. We have invaded the Keystone State here at the Lernerville Speedway. It is the Robert Schoony Schoonmaker Memorial race here tonight. It is round number 3 for the big blocks here, and well, it's been a heck of a season so far. And you guys may always say, Roger, you always say it's been a heck of a season so far. But it's true. Since when have we ever had 2 races in the books with the same driver who has been to victory lane? And what I mean when I talk about that, Justin Fuller is on one of the hottest streaks we have ever seen with the Upstate Racing League. Not only did he win the opening round of the Best Colorful Creations Pro Series, he also won the Bartel Builders Big Block first 2 rounds of the series. So he's on a hot streak, and when you take a look at the Arts Barbershop point standings, that definitely shows the truth here because, well, he only has a little bit of a points lead if you factor in all the drop weeks over Cole Day. Cole Day not in attendance last week, but he's still right there. Fuller is still the points championship leader coming into the night with Cole Day in second. Brian Hacker, the driver out of Illinois, is sitting there third. Ryan Holland is sitting fourth with Justin Smith back there having his best series start of the early season. So with Smith sitting there in the 5th position, Speedy Brissett is 6th, Dylan Raptoy is 7th, Kelly Dahl, the Canadian, is sitting there in 8th, Al Smith Jr. back from his honeymoon. His anniversary. Actually, I'm looking at the guy who's in 10th, Josiah Millen, the driver out of Topton, Pennsylvania. He's actually down in Key West, Florida right now on his honeymoon. So congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Millen as they celebrate their honeymoon down there. I'm sure it's a lot better weather down there, race fans, than it is up here in the Northeast. It's cold, and it's getting ready to snow here in Pennsylvania. Actually, it's a good thing we're here on the iRacing.com platform because Lernerville, race fans, is actually getting some snow right now in the real world. So thankful here to the iRacing platform. We get to go racing here tonight as we will get ready to bring you your first heat race here of the evening, Whiteowl Heat Race number 1. This is how the starting lineup will look here in heat race number 1. Starting on the front row, the driver out of Vermont, driving car number 73. This is Vernon Woodard. Starting outside him, the driver of the 2B entry. This will be Brett Bartels in the Bartel Builders 2B. Starting in 3rd position, it's the number 51, the Aftermath Motorsports driver out of New York. This is going to be Justin Fuller. Eric Riel back there, the Upstate Racing 02 entry. He will start in the 4th position, while the W6 of Michael Peak will go in the 5th position. 6th, though, will be the Gagno Racing, number 5 of Brandon Garrard back there in P number 6. Al Smith Jr. back from his anniversary trip from Arizona. He'll start car number 96, P number 7. Kelly Dahl, the resident Canadian here tonight, will start back there, shotgun to the field. That is your starting lineup for the Whiteowl Performance Heat Race number 1. Next time by, we will drop the hammer on these big block modifieds here tonight, race fans. It'll be 8 cars here in Heat Race number 1. We will take 4 drivers out of each heat race here this evening. Heat races will all be here tonight, 8 laps here at the Lernerville Speedway. iRacing.com, pace truck is down and in. Green flag is racing. There's the battle for the race lead down the back straightaway. Whiteowl Performance Heat Race number 1. Lap number 1. Gonna go to the driver out of Vermont. But boy, look at the 2B. Bartel's high, wide, handsome, and he's trying to go around the outside. You gotta be careful up there against the berm. One driver looks like he has just gone up and over the berm. That's the 51 of Justin Fuller. He had a little bit of issues there on lap number 1. There you see the driver out of New York. He's a little bit farther back here. He is sitting outside the top transfer spots. Battle for the race lead still continuing to go back and forth. Al Smith Jr. having some issues in the number 96, it says. The coach's corner entry will bring out the caution flag here in heat race number 1. So heat race number 1 sees its first caution flag of the night. There you see the stand, RC Speedway, the driver out of South Glens Falls, New York. Take a look back here and see what happened to Al Smith. Did he jump the cushion a little bit? Oh, he went for a little bit of a ride, got the hip check from Kelly Dahl, and around he went, and caution flag being flown very quickly there tonight, as the iRacing official said, put it out because the 51 of Justin Fuller was bearing down on the 96 of Al Smith. So that is what will put us under the first caution flag of the evening. 2 drivers racing for the same real estate down the front straightaway, and does look like Al Smith will go to the back of the field. Oh, he looks like... I was looking to see what was happening with the 5 here, the rookie, the number 5. Brandon looked like he was going to take his car to the back of the field, but it looks like he will hold his position. So good to see he's going to just hold that spot there for the time being. So it does look like iRacing.com pace truck. The Silverado here tonight will turn the pace truck lights off, and we will get back to the green flag racing. Of course, the flag man is up there tonight, giving us all the one to go. Dave Farty in attendance here tonight at the Lernerville Speedway. Marky Mark, the pace truck driver here tonight, driving that Silverado pace truck. He'll make the right-hand turn off the back straightaway here. He'll go up and over the berm in turn number 3, and when we come out of 4, we're going to turn him loose. The Beast from the Northeast are racing once again. 5 laps to go here in heat race number 1, and look at Bartels. He'll go to the outside, and he'll drag race the 73 of Vernon Woodard down the back straightaway. Who will come back here to lead the first lap back to green flag? It will be the 2B. Bartels will lead that lap, with just 4 laps to go. It's Bartels, it's Woodard, it's Peak, it's Riel, and then here comes Kelly Dahl. He's trying to make the pass on Eric Riel. Riel right now has the transfer spot. Dahl going to shove the nose in there, and oh, Riel going to lose the nose down there. Entering turn number 3 out of 4. He fires back. He retakes that transfer spot. Not for long with 3 laps to go here, though. Now Kelly Dahl finding a little bit of grip down on the bottom side of the speedway. Here comes the 5. He'll work the bottom side under Riel. Riel going to lose the front nose again. That car that time got a little sideways down in 1 and 2. Or sorry, that was 3 and 4 as they enter 1 and 2. Here comes the 5. Oh, Kelly Dahl going to get slid just a little bit there. They're going to bang Nerf bars, and Kelly Dahl will come out on top there. 2 laps to go. Coming to get the Carpenter's Tax Service white flag. 1 lap to go, presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. With 1 lap to go, the battle is still for the race lead. There you see it, the 2B and the 73. Bartels will send her off down into turn number 3 for the final time. It'll be Bartels picking up heat race number 1. It'll be Vernon Woodard, Michael Peak, and Kelly Dahl rounding out the field here for drivers that will transfer in. That means another one of those Whiteowl performance heat races are coming up. This is the starting lineup here for heat race number 2. New driver on the scene, just moved out of the New York area down to South Carolina. He'll make his rookie debut here. He'll start on the pole here for heat race number 2. This will be driver the number 87 of Andrew Mercetti. Starting to the outside of him, the Misfit Motorsports number 81. Best Colorful Creations number 81. This is Jimmy McIntyre Jr. The 9J here tonight, coming out of the great state of New York. This is going to be Brian Jones driving the Schoony's Country Market 9J. His outside, James Normoyle, had a great finish last week, was able to actually take a podium spot, finishing P number 2. He will drive car 721. Starting in 5th, it's the driver from downtown. This is the 136 of Chris Brown, driver out of Indiana, starting in P number 5. His outside, driver out of New York, driving the 4545 Speed Solutions entry. This is going to be the Smith Racing Inc. number 45 of Justin Smith. Starting back into the 7th position, the driver out of Tamaqua, Pennsylvania, driving the 31B. This will be Donald Bennett. And back in action here after almost losing a finger, the youngster. Turn 3 Racing Posse entry into the 99 of Cole Day. He will start shotgun. He will be the 8th car here in this heat race. So we do have 8 cars, 8 laps the distance here. Whiteowl Performance heat race number 2 is on the speedway. We've already taken 4 drivers into our feature event. Another 4 drivers here will come out of this one. Here we go. Mercetti gonna set the pace. Green flag is up. Here we go. Chris Brown is gonna waste no time. He'll go to the bottom. A little bumper tag. Everybody up in. James Normoyle and Jimmy McIntyre up and over on the back straightaway. The green flag for the time being is gonna stay out. Who's gonna come out smelling like a rose? It'll be the 9J of Brian Jones. Andrew Mercetti back there in the P number 2. Justin Smith in P number 3. Cole Day and Chris Brown now battling it out back here. Day going to go to the inside. Mercetti having a little handling issues. Seems to be a big problem down there in turn number 3 that has developed. Everybody comes by here now. Look at Donald Bennett trying to work his way into the top 5. That 31B entry. Oh, he'll get a little sideways. Mercetti up over the berm on the back straightaway. He'll pick the front tires up. He'll set them back down. Oh, no. Mercetti up over the cushion there. I would say that's 4 in the fluff, but there's not much fluff up there. 5 to go. That's the race leader, Brian Jones. Andrew Mercetti did touch back down in turn number 4, and he is trying to get back up to speed. He will get back up to speed. Look at the top 4, though. Throw him under the blanket. Here comes the youngster. Cole Day working the outside. Chris Brown on that Whiteowl Performance entry trying to follow him on the outside. The 45 and the 9J down to the bottom. They are almost 4 wide, racing with 4 laps to go. 3 to go. Cole Day now the race leader. Cole Day ended up starting shotgun to the field, and he has now worked his way into the race lead. As they work down the back straightaway, they will see 2 laps to go as the popsicle sticks are about to go in the air as you see the Bartel Builders on-board camera. Jones having some handling issues. Donald Bennett could be sitting in a catbird seat right now as your race leaders have all checked out. That's Day, Brown, and Smith. But Bennett, he's got McIntyre behind him and Jones out there in striking distance. But with 2 laps to go, they're going to simplify. This time they will see the Carpenter's Tax Service. 1 lap to go here in heat race number 2. Day and Brown down the back straightaway, locked together. Who will pick up heat race number 2? Day going to go to the outside, Brown to the middle. It'll be Cole Day picking up his heat race, last season's champion. It'll be Day, Brown, Smith, and Jones will hold on. Bennett, McIntyre, Normal, and Mercetti will all have to go to a last chance qualifier here tonight. That one was exciting right from the drop of the green flag here tonight at Lernerville. Remember, tonight's race is in memory of Robert Schoony, Schoomaker, memorial here tonight. But that heat race in the books. Another one of the Whiteowl Performance heat races coming at us. This is your starting lineup here for heat race number 3. Rookie this season, driving car number 11. This will be Josh Sun making his first ever start with the Upstate Racing League. Josh Sun, after having a great season in the real world, is coming here to the iRacing platform to get some more seat time. So did his outside, Stephen Brissett, in the number 59 of the Brissett Racing, number 59. He will start P number 2. Starting in P number 3, it's the inside row of row number 2. It'll be the number 51 out of Georgia, driving the BDS entry. This is James Shirley. The Carpenters Tax Service, number 7, Carpenters Esport, will be Jeremy Carpenter. He'll roll off from the 4th position and starting back into the 5th spot here tonight. The man out of Montana, the Montana Tools, Turn 3 Racing Network, Smith Racing Inc. entry 00 of Doug Ungari. Starting back at P number 6, it's the youngster out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, driving car number 1. It's the Rags Carter Racing number 1 junior of Talon Carter here tonight. He will start back there in P number 6. Starting at 7th, this will be the car number 15 here tonight out of New York, the Rookie of the Year challenger of Ryan Holland. He started out the season strong at Knoxville, and he's going to start 7th here in heat race number 3. Starting at shotgun to the field, it's the Cerebral Palsy Wagman's Foundation number 20 of Chris Stump. He will actually start back there. That's car number 98, actually. As we're come by this time, we'll drop the green flag with another 8 laps on the board. Green flag is up, and we're racing once again here. Josh Sun with a great start in that Gary's number 11. Back here, the challenge, though, the hot seat. 4th position's where you want to be. Holland, oh boy! Carpenter up over the berm in turn number 1. He's out of the ballpark. Stephen Brissett also had some issues on the get-up-to-go lap. He's back there. Right now, Josh Sun, James Shirley, Ryan Holland, and Doug Ungari are your top drivers. But look at Wash Rags, the 1 junior, number 1 there, Talon Carter. Ran his crate modified all season long. Came away with a 3rd place finish at the BAPS Speedway in Pennsylvania. Now he's battling with the driver out of Montana. Slide job after slide job between these two. Ungari throws the slider on Carter now. Now Carter going to run down the back straightaway on the inside. He'll throw it to the inside. Will he throw the slider? He looks like he will. Ungari thought he was going to be in there a little bit hotter. Tried to go underneath. Now Carter going to go down to the bottom side of the speedway. He will block the advances of that 00 of Ungari. So with 4 laps to go, it's Sun, it's Shirley, it's Holland, and Carter, your top 4. Ungari and Stump right now would be looking like they have to go into a last chance qualifier with 3 laps to go here in the Whiteowl Performance Heat Race number 3. There he is, that Gary's equipment. Number 11 of Josh Sun tearing up that top spot. James Shirley is right there. He's having a great heat race here. That BDS RC wheels. Having a good heat race. They're come by this time, though. Josh Sun will pick up that Carpenter's Tax Service. 1 lap to go. Final trip around the speedway here at Lernerville for heat race number 3. Carter still holding on to that final transfer spot. It'll be Josh Sun, though, picking up his first ever heat race win here. It'll be Sun, Shirley, Holland, and Carter will hang on for your top 4 transfer spots. Ungari, Carpenter, Stump, and Brissett will have to go to a last chance qualifier to make it in. So the final heat race of this evening. Starting lineup looks like this. Starting on the front row. Driving out on New York. Driving the 1W entry. The Snap-on McDuff Racing. This will be Wild Wayne McDuff. Starting at P number 2 out of the RHU entry. Driver out of Indiana. Driving car number 38 here tonight. David Patton will roll off P number 2. Starting at P number 3. Driving car 04. Scott Riome will drive car 04 out of New York. He will go from P number 3. Driver out of Huntley, Illinois. Driving the 11 Illinois here tonight. The Carbon Junction entry. The Empire Racing Team of Brian Hacker. It's the Rays Diane Tubing, number 22, the youngster out of Vermont. Dylan Rabtoy will go P number 5 here tonight. It's going to be the Racing Jason Jennings for 6. The 98's coming out the gate. Racing Jason Dobbs will go P number 6. Speedy Brissett driving car number 03 for the Brissett Racing entries. He will go 7th here tonight. And it's the big show race, fans. He will start shotgun to the field. The driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. This is Kyle Lesher. Lesher will drive car number 13 and start shotgun to the field here in our final heat race of the evening. So with that starting lineup in the books, the final heat race to lock yourself in is out there on the speedway. You see them out there. The 1W will lead us to the green flag. Green flag is out, and David Patton going right to the top shelf and going backwards like an anchor. Hacker gets around him. Here comes Riome. He's going to get down to the bottom side of the speedway. That Jags Automotive Hellman 04 entry is now inside the top 3 as he holds that 3rd spot. Here comes the 98 out the gate, racing Jason. He's trying to work himself up, possibly into a transfer spot. Patton's back there sitting on the bubble. Here comes Dylan Raptoy. Raptoy is going to lift the left front down to 3 and 4. He'll hug the inside lane there. Now he gained the little bit of ground. Oh, bumper tag. Raptoy going to have to hit the hooks. Riome going to lose the transfer spot. He's now going to go all the way back to what looks like the 8th position. Transfer spot. Racing Jason says, I want in at the big dance here tonight. Racing Jason will go to the outside with the Joker entry. He will now pick up P number 3 from David Patton. Patton on the hot seat. Speedy Brissett right there. Something happened to Kyle Lesher off the corner number 2. The green flag does stay out. Looks like he was able to actually get that car back up and going, so we stay green. Back to the transfer spot here. It's heating up. Here comes Speedy Brissett. He'll go to the inside of Patton. Patton going to run it through the top side. Brissett tries to slide up, not quite able to clear. A little bit of bumps working on the front straightaway. McDuff still holding it over Brian Hacker, racing Jason, and you're watching the best battle here. We're coming to get 2 laps to go here. Wade McDuff trying to pick up a heat race win. Brissett going to slide up in front of David Patton. He's going to actually tag a little bit of the wall on the front straightaway. Patton now back into that transfer spot. Now here comes Dylan Raptoy in the race Diane Tubing, number 22, down the back straightaway. He'll try to challenge for that 5th position. It'll be 1 lap to go, presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. So Wayne McDuff trying to run away and hide here as you still watch these drivers. They're trying to catch up to David Patton. Don't know if they're going to have enough time. What we can tell you, though, is Wayne McDuff will pick up his first heat race win of the season. So Wayne McDuff going to victory lane. Brian Hacker, racing Jason, and David Patton all will be locked into the big show here tonight. So we officially have 16 drivers locked in. 16 drivers locked in. That means there's one more heat race here to go. And what is that? Last chance qualifier. And that'll be another 8 drivers locking themselves in. Let's take you down trackside for that starting lineup. Starting lineup here, starting on the front row, the Brissett Racing 02 entry of Eric Riel will start number 1. To his outside, driving the 31B out of Tamaqua, Pennsylvania, it'll be Donald Bennett. Starting P number 3, second row to the inside, 00, the Montana Tools. Smith Racing Inc. entry of Doug Ungari. To his outside, the number 22 out of Vermont, this will be Dylan Raptoy. The 5 of Brandon Garrard will be back there, then P number 5, and Jimmy McIntyre will go P6. The Carpenter's Tax Service number 7 of Jimmy Carpenter will go 7th here tonight. Speedy Brissett in car 03 will go 8th. Al Smith Jr. in the 96 will go 9th. James Normoyle in the 721 will be 10th. Chris Stump in the number 98 will go in position number 11. Scott Riome will go P number 12 here tonight. A lot of drivers here in the last chance qualifier. Starting 13th will be the 51 of Justin Fuller. He'll have a long way to go if he wants to lock himself into the field here tonight. Car number 87 of Andrew Mercetti will go P14. Steven Merced will go 15th. And the big show, Kyle Lesher, will go P number 16. That's your starting lineup for the Whiteowl Performance last chance qualifier. Next time by, we're going to drop the hammer here tonight. Once again, we will go, though, 15 laps here in the last chance qualifier. Marky Mark will take that official iRacing.com pace car down and in, and this time by, we'll drop the green flag when they come around here. And to be Riel to the inside, Bennett to the outside, Ungari and Raptoy. Green flag is in the air, 15 laps on the board. Dave Farney says, wind them up. Here we go. Wind them up, they are. Look at Bennett. He started to the outside of row number 1. Look at Raptoy, shot out of a cannon down the back straightaway. Raptoy going to go up to the top. They are 3 wide like it's the Daytona 500. One car going to go around down in turn 4. I believe that was Andrew Mercetti. We stay green flag for the time being. 4 wide, just about. Al Smith going to shoot the bottom. Jimmy McIntyre ripping the lip. Where are these guys going? Oh, Justin Fuller going to barrel roll it into the corner. He'll get into that 0-3 of Speedy Brissett. And then Justin Fuller just went up and over. I believe Al Smith Jr. had nowhere to go because the 51 of Fuller threw it in there. Talk about a fastball coming at you. Justin Fuller just threw that ball in there. Marky Mark in the iRacing.com pace truck is on his horse here tonight. There you see the 51 of Justin Fuller. He did go up and over, but he did land back on the wheels. Let's watch it back here. See if we can get a good angle here of Justin Fuller. See Fuller just go around the 96 of Al Smith and then down the back straightaway. Looks like Fuller drove it in there about 4 car lengths too deep and got into Brissett. And Smith had nowhere to go. Kyle Lesher also down there trying to avoid the wreck in car number 13. Check this out, the Whiteowl Performance onboard camera with Justin Fuller. The Aftermath Motorsports number 51 of Justin Fuller. Pretty lucky that the car went back onto the wheels. But here we go. We'll restack them and re-rack them. Riel, Ungari, Rabtoy. Lead us back to green. Here we go. Ungari back to the outside. Remember, we're taking 8, and look at the Hornets' nest back here for 8th. Smith going to try and slide up. Bennett trying to hold on. He's being pinballed. Oh, Smith's going to have to hit the hook because Bennett was off the throttle. Now Smith's going to go around. Smith's going to go around. The caution lights are coming back on for the second time here in our last chance qualifier here tonight. Chris Stump also involved. Check this one. There you see the contact between the 96 and the 31, and then Chris Stump hard into the bars there, the passenger side of the number 96 of Al Smith Jr. Mercedes also involved. Whiteowl Performance onboard camera with Andrew Mercedes. Car sideways on the front straightaway, nowhere to go if you were Mercedes. So that'll put us under our second caution flag here in heat race number 2. And while we have time, race fans, the Bartel Builders, they are, of course, back this season with the Upstate Racing League as the primary sponsor here. And, well, race fans, they are focused on providing high-quality service for your construction needs, whether it's construction, new construction, repairs, installs, or damage repairs. Bartel Builders have you covered for all your repair needs. Based in Spirit Lake, Iowa, contact them today for all your home repair needs. Of course, tonight is the Schoony's Country Market Memorial Race for Robert Schoony. Schoony's Country Market is a family-owned and operated grocery and deli store, full service to offer subs and sandwiches, fried food, and that pizza I heard. I've been seeing it all week long on the post here leading up to this race. Looks absolutely amazing. Green flag back up. Green flag back into the air, and Ungari wasting no time to go to the high, wide, and Hanson to the outside. The driver from Montana trying to take the race lead. Wants to see if he can go up here and pick up a... Oh, boy, a couple of them in trouble down here. I believe that is the 5 out of New York. Or out of Vermont, excuse me. Brennan Grand out of Swanton, Vermont, in trouble down there in turn number 4. We'll have to go back and see. I believe Jimmy McIntyre and Jeremy Carpenter may have been involved in that also. Well, there you see the 59. They were 4 wide down into the corner. 4 wide, and the hip check comes from the bottom of Scott Riome. Justin Fuller going to get wrapped up in this also. There you see the 81 of McIntyre. There you see the 98 Ohio. Stump also involved in Jeremy Carpenter. Absolutely nowhere to go if you're the Jeremy Carpenter entry. riding on board with Jeremy Carpenter. I wonder if Carpenter's car will pass tech inspection after this. Of course, Jeremy Carpenter, the tech inspection guy, you don't want to make him mad. If anything, race fans, you want to become his best friend. He is the tech inspector up there at the Devil's Bowl Speedway. So Carpenter looks like he'll tag the back of the field here. So, wondering who the 8 drivers are right now that are locked in if we were to throw the checkered right now? Doug Ungari, Eric Riel, Dylan Rabtoy, James Normoyle, Brandon Gerard, I believe, will transfer in if we ended this one right here. Stephen Brissett, Scott Riom, and Speedy Brissett running in 8. Marky Mark's going to take the iRacing.com Silverado pace truck off the racetrack. Here we come back into the green flag, and the Hanson starter shot. Green flag is in the air. Ungari with a great start here as the 7 machine of Carpenter holding on to his spot. Speedy Brissett is in the transfer spot. Oh, excuse me, it's not Speedy Brissett. That is actually the 04 of Riom. He is in the transfer spot here. Couple notable drivers with 9 laps to go on the outside looking in. Justin Fuller, Al Smith, and Jimmy McIntyre. Couple drivers that are high up into the point standings right now on the outside looking in. There are no provisionals here tonight either. James Normoyle making the move here to the raised iron tubing entry. That Upstate RC and Hobbies BDS entry trying to work his way into P number 2. 7 laps to go. That time by at the light. Ungari still the race leader, but these drivers are a little bit quicker back here looking at the lap times. James Normoyle, last time by, was the fastest car on the speedway, and he is letting that right rear tire up into the dirt. He'll now go to the bottom. Ungari got to go to the top side with 6 laps to go. That's the battle for the race lead as there see 5 laps to go. This time by, when they come back around here, Dave Farney will reach over and he'll wave at him with 5 fingers. 5 laps to go here in the last chance qualifier. Where's the battle for the final transfer spot? Well, right there it is. Jeremy Carpenter has it. Speedy Brissett is 9th. Donald Bennett is 10th. Justin Fuller is outside the top 10. 8 cars to transfer. 4 laps to go. James Normoyle did just take the race lead from Doug Ungari. He got around him on the outside. Ungari trying to hold on. He's more of a catfish driver here on the outside. So dominant with 3 laps to go. Here comes the 22. Rabtoy winding it up. He'll take the raised iron tubing down the banking, down the back straightaway. He'll go to the inside now of Ungari. Popsicle sticks going up. 2 to go here tonight in the last chance qualifier. Normoyle trying to come back around here to see that Carpenter's tax service white flag. He will get the Carpenter's tax service white flag. It's the final trip around the speedway. There's that final transfer spot. Here comes Justin Fuller. Where did he come from? He'll be here in the battle for the transfer spot. Oh, slide job there by the number 04, Riom. Carpenter going to hold it to the outside here. Who's going to have that final transfer spot? It'll be Carpenter at the line having the transfer spot. It was James Normoyle, though, picking up the last chance qualifier. Couple drivers going home here tonight that you thought would have been in the big show here that look like they won't make it in to the big dance. Take a quick peek here at our results from that last chance qualifier here. See if we can bring that up for you. Top 8 drivers did advance. Normoyle, Ungari, Rabtoy, Riel, Brissett, Garand, Riom, and Carpenter all will advance. Brissett, Fuller, Bennett, Lesher, Smith, McIntyre, Mercedes, and Stump all will have to go home here tonight. So with that being said, race fans, we're going to take a quick break here. We're going to step away from the bikes, and we'll be back after our invocation here tonight to bring you the Bartel Builders Big Block Series here from Lernerville. It's going to be the Robert Schoony Memorial Race.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Lernerville Speedway here tonight for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series. It's the Robert Schoony Memorial Race here tonight, race fans, and we got a treat for you. You stuck around this long, well, how about we go down trackside and talk to the driver out of Hudson Falls, New York. Let's see if we can get a hold of Wade McDuff. Wade, you won heat race number 4. Tell us how the track was and how the car feels.
The track was really good in the heat race. Car felt really well. I liked where I had the line going pretty good around the bottom to the midsection there. It felt really well after a couple laps. I think it'll be a pretty good feature.
Feature here at Lernerville. A lot of times this track goes top dominant. We know how you like to go catfishing down around the bottom. How do we think it's going to come in tonight in the big dance?
Well, times I've been here before with the modified, big block specifically. I can run usually pretty low in 1 and 2 and still be efficient. And 3 and 4, even when the track is on the bottom, it's never really good to be down there. So it's more like a mid to high area through there. So we'll try to see what we can do with it.
Well, before we let you go, we know there's some people on the side of this car that really helped you out this year.
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you to Snap-on Tools by Ron Schulz, Giovanni's Pizzeria, Queensbury, Wendy's of Johnstown, Watertown, my buddy Rocky Warner, and no thanks to Brian Hacker.
There you hear it from Wayne McDuff. He picked up heat race number 4 here tonight, and he thanks his biggest fan of Brian Hacker. And how about Rocky Warner? Of course, Wayne McDuff helped him out for a number of years, and Rocky just went down south, had himself a good showing. But what do you say, race fans? Let's light the fire here tonight. Let's get you your starting lineup here for the big dance here tonight. The Robert Schoony Memorial Race here tonight. Starting on the pole, driving the 2B, the Bartel Builders 2B. This would be Brett Bartels. His outside, driving car number 99, hailing out of Indiana, the youngster, last season's champion. Driving for the Turn 3 Racing Posse, it's going to be the youngster Cole Day. Josh Sutton will make his first start of the season. The driver of car number 11. Josh Sutton will start that Gary's number 11 and P number 3. It's the Snap-On. You just heard from him. Mr. Snap-On Tools. Wendy's of Johnstown. The 1W of Wild Wayne McDuff will go from P number 4. Starting in P number 5, it's the 600 Micro Sprint driver, number 73, out of the Devil's Bowl Speedway, out of Vermont. This is Vernon Woodard. It's the only one that goes downtown. It's Chris Brown from downtown, driving car number 136 here tonight. The Whiteowl Performance, number 136, will go 6th. Starting in 7th, the driver out of Georgia, the BDS, number 51. This is James Shirley. He'll start P number 7. Brian Hacker, driving car number 11, Illinois, the Empire Racing Team, Carbon Junction. Pathfinders Chassis, 11, Illinois, will go from the 8th spot. And the 6W out of New York, Rookie of the Year candidate, the W6 of Michael Peak. Driving out of New York, driving for the Smith Racing Inc., number 45 here tonight, this is Justin Smith, the Bearded Wonder. Starting in 11th position, driving car number 15, had himself a good run a couple of weeks ago. In car number 15, Ryan Holland. It's the 98 out the gate coming out of Crossville, Tennessee. The Griffith Racing, Jason Dobbs. He'll go from the 12th position. Starting back into P number 13 here tonight. Hailing out of Canada, driving car number 86. This is Kelly Dahl. Starting back into the 14th position, the 9J out of New York. The Schoony's Country Market 9J of Brian Jones. The youngster out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. They call him Wash Rags. This is Talon Carter. He's got the tap room, number 1 junior in 15th. Starting back into the 16th position, making his 3rd ever big block modified race. Driving car number 38, this is David Patton. Back into P number 17, James Normoyle. Just squeaked in the last chance qualifier. He'll start the 721 back there in 17th. Starting in 18th here tonight, the driver out of Montana, the Smith Racing Inc. Turn 3 Racing Posse, number 000 of Doug Ungary. And back into the 19th position, driving the raised die and tubing, number 22 here tonight. This will be Dylan Rabtoy. Eric Riel, the Brissett Racing 02 will go from P number 20 here tonight. 21st P will be the 59 of Stephen Brissett. The Gagnon Racing number 5 of Brandon Garand will go 22nd here tonight. 23rd on the grid will be Scott Riom, and the last driver to squeak in, the Carpenters Esports, number 7 of Jeremy Carpenter. That's your starting lineup here tonight to set the field for these big blocks, for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series for the Upstate Racing League. And boy, race fans, 24 drivers make the call here tonight. The 2B of Brett Bartels and the youngster of the 99 of Cole Day on the front row here. Here we come into the Hanson Starter Shop Restart Zone. We are green flag racing here tonight. 50 laps for the big block modifieds here for the Upstate Racing League. It'll be Bartel's shot out of a cannon down the back straightaway. He'll look to lead lap number 1. He will lead lap number 1. One driver out of shape towards the mid-pack. That's the raised die and tubing, number 22 of Dylan Rabtoy. He'll take that raised die and tubing entry back down to the bottom side. He lost a couple spots there, getting all sorts of out of shape. So as he tries to rebound these drivers up towards the mid-pack, I believe it's Racing Jason stuck in the middle groove right now. Now he'll be able to go down to the bottom side. There you see out in front of him, Norm Oil 3 wide. Kelly Dahl right there. There's the 1 junior of Wash Rags. Talon Carter's trying to get that tap room, the Fleetwood tap room. Grand Central Station moving on the bottom side. Caution lights. Nope. There they are. I thought I saw it flash. Caution lights on the track here for the first time tonight. Josh Sutton did just squeak around. Bartel's right at the start finish line before the caution flag came out. I believe the driver out of New York, the 9J entry. There he is. Schoony's Country Market on the 9J here tonight. Brian Jones, driver out of Clifton Park, New York. Looks like he may have knocked the rear end out of that big block modified. He'll try and take it back to pit road. What just happened, though, to the 9J? Oh, looks like he got over the cushion when he came back. The 59 of Brissett. Oh, David Patton going to go two-wheeling. Patton goes two-wheeling up and over, and he lands back on the wheels, and he drives the 38 away. But the 9J having some problems. Watch it here again. The 9J goes up, gets his right rear over that little bit of a berm, and then the 59 of Steven Brissett, nowhere to go. Gets into him. So that's what the caution was all about, as all the drivers are going 2x2 here. We'll go next time by at the restart zone here. The Hanson Starter Shop restart zone here tonight. Of course, we got to thank our friends over at Whiteowl Performance, a veteran-owned and operated speed shop out there. Make sure to give them a like. We appreciate them helping out us here with the Upstate Racing League this season. A brand new sponsor coming on board. And, of course, the Hanson Starter Shop, where we are coming back into the Hanson Starter Shop up in the upstate New York area. 30 years of doing business in the upstate area. Green flag coming back out. It'll be Josh Sun in car number 11 down to the inside. Bartel's to the outside. Cole Day trying to work down to the bottom. There's James Shirley. Oh, Wade McDuff sliding backwards. Here comes Chris Brown from downtown. He just made it 3 wide around Michael Peak and Wade McDuff. Holland going to the outside there in front of Carter. Oh, somebody going up and over. Big trouble. The 98 from Crossville, Tennessee is on the lid. And I believe Dobbs will have to take the tow to pit road, so he'll join Brian Jones back there in the hot pit, see if they can cut back out. Well, let's take a look back here. Look at the 98. Oh, big stack up down on the bottom. Justin Smith. We didn't see that. He played bumper tag with James Normoyle. Oh, the 59 of Steven Brissett into the 98. I don't know if something broke on Brissett's car or not. Right on board with Steven Brissett. Oh, that car was the front tires off the ground down there. He hit the apron, shoved the nose of the 59. Nowhere for Steven Brissett to really go. He was out of control of that car, and just unfortunately, Dobbs was to the outside there. So Dobbs will see if he can come back out here. It does look like Brian Jones may be done here tonight, though. Josh Sun is still the race leader here tonight at the Lernerville Speedway. Race fans, we got to thank you all for tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network to watch the Upstate Racing League. This is the second year of competition for the big block modifieds here. Of course, Bartel Builders big block champion of season number 1, Cole Day, is out here tonight. There you see him, the 99. Some new colors. He received the RC car last season as the champion. Gets an RC big block modified done up in their wrap that they ran here with the Upstate Racing League. Cole always rips that around. It's where he was the other week. As you notice, he was not in competition in week number 2. Well, that's because he was too busy trying to chop his finger off. The young engineer trying to work on a race car out there in Indiana, and of course, just got his finger in the wrong spot. So see if that nice graphics, number 99, can work his way to the front here tonight. Hope he's healed up. He didn't say anything to us before the race. So it'll be Sun, Bartels, Day, and Shirley coming back into the Hanson Starter Shop. Restart zone. Green flag back up into the air. Sun with another good start. Day trying to work the bottom side there, trying to keep that big block modified planted underneath him down the back straightaway. Does look like Racing Jason will make it back out onto the racetrack. One car around, I believe, down off the banking on the back straightaway. That's the 4, Scott Riome. Caution lights will come back out. So the third caution flag of the evening has flown here tonight. Take the look what happened to the 0-4 here. Scott Riome down the back straightaway. Oh, a big stack up at the back of the field. Oh, boy, got some airtime on that one. So as he got some airtime, he was able to come back out onto the speedway there. You see him re-enter as the iRacing officials said, go ahead and put it out. Right on board here with the roll camera. Riome putting one of these Upstate GoPros on there, and boy, car actually came down a little softer than we thought. So there's a race leader. He has led all the laps here, but 2. Bartels is credited with 2 laps led here tonight. It'll be Sun, it'll be Day, it'll be Bartels and Woodard, your top 4 drivers. Well, there is one driver that's a little sad out there tonight. Justin Fuller came in as the points championship leader, the Arts Barbershop points championship leader. But you don't notice him out there on the speedway. That's because he was 2 positions short of transferring in. So Justin Fuller watching from the pit side. We'll see how the points really shake up after tonight, because the second place man, Cole Day, is out here in his number 99. He is running second right now to Josh Sun. Green flag back into the air here. Sun will lead us to turn 1. The Bartel Builders onboard bar camera with Josh Sun down the back straightaway. Look at Bartel's work the inside there. Here comes the W6, I believe that is down there. Michael Peak trying to make his way into the top 3. He's really hooking the bottom there. That BDS RC Wheels machine really down on the bottom. He's being followed by James Shirley and that BDS number 51. Look at Chris Brown. He's trying to slide up in front of Vernon Woodard. Not quite able to get it done. James Normoyle going to take his Upstate RC and Hobbies number 721 down to the bottom. He's following Chris Brown right now. Out to the outside, Talon Carter, Vernon Woodard, and I believe that's the 15 of Holland. Nothing happening out front. Josh Sun still out there. Uh-oh, something good just happened, though. Kelly Dole is upside down. Jeremy Carpenter is coming back over the berm. So Kelly Dalt and Jeremy Carpenter are having maybe some blows. Let's see, the Carpenter's tax service number 7 down on the bottom. Runs in. Oh, Kelly Dalt runs over the right rear of that number 7. Right on board with Kelly Dalt here. So Kelly Dahl going to have to take the trip to pit road and see if he can get back out here. Carpenter will be able to carry on. See, the Carpenter's tax service number 7 will still be out there. Biggest movers so far here in our feature event here tonight for the Robert Schoony Memorial Race, James Normoyle. The rookie came in leading the Rookie of the Year point standings coming in. The Schoony's Country Market Rookie of the Year, James Normoyle, tonight having himself a top 10 run. He's picked up 10 spots already. That Gary's number 11 will lead us back to green flag. Day still to the outside. Bartel's been shuffled back on that restart. Green flag back up. Everybody makes it into turn 1. Out of turn number 2, they come down the back straightaway. It's Sun. Look at Michael Peak, though. He's peeking to the inside. Maybe the inside lane working once again. So it'll be Sun, it'll be Peak, Day to the outside. Here comes James Shirley working the inside. Look at Norm Oil. He's actually making the outside lane work. Norm Oil going to go high, wide, around the outside. He's going to bring Chris Brown from downtown. Big pile up back here. Big pile up down in turn number 3 and 4. Will bring the caution lights on the speedway. Scott Riome involved. Take a look back. David Patton, I believe, was the white car that I saw go flying. Oh, Raptoy got in there just a little too hot. Got the 59 of Brissett. Got the 04 of Riome. That triggered the caution initially. And then something happened down here. Your race leader in the 11 machine. Let's see what happened here to Josh Sun after the caution lights were already on the speedway. Oh, Shirley up into Peak and then turning the 11 of Sun around. I'm sure that'll be a nightmare for a race control to figure that one out because the caution lights came out and then everybody had some problems. We'll see where everybody gets lined back up here tonight. It's going to take a minute here for race control to go ahead and get that one. Race fans, but what about Schoony's Country Market? What about them? Well, they got this pizza that I've been drooling over. And I want some. So if you're up there in the area where Schoony's Country Market is, make sure to stop by our friends there. And I'm being told over race control, something with the W6 entry. He was backing off the pace, and now he's coming back up and around here and trying to figure out where everybody is going to get lined up. Not quite sure. We're waiting to let race control figure this one out. See if the lights on the iRacing.com pace truck do come back on. It looks like a dispute for the race lead right now between Norm Oil, Peak, and Shirley. So right now, the top 3 is undecided. Top 4 is undecided. What we can tell you are there are 2 drivers right now out of the race. The 9J of Brian Jones and Kelly Dahl are out of the race. Not sure where they are slating the W6 right now of Michael Peak. So the front row looks like they're good now. It looks like it is going to be James Shirley and James Norm Oil as the iRacing.com pace truck will make its way to pit road. Here we go. Now they fire these big blocks back off. Shirley will lead us back to green. Trouble back here. One driver slow to get up the speed. That is the 02. Eric Riel having some issues with that Percent Racing 02 entry. Finally got it up underneath him, and away he went. It'll be Norm Oil, though, at the line. The Upstate RC and Hobbies, number 920 or 721, has picked up 16 spots, and he is the race leader. As he's the race leader. What happened to race leader of Josh Sun? Well, Sun has had to go to the back after he got turned at that caution flag. Josh Sun trying to work the bottom side of the speedway. That is Wild Wade McDuff in the 1W. There you see Brian Hacker also right there. Vernon Woodard, he has slipped really back far here. Josh Sun going to go back down to the bottom side. You see everybody really starting to migrate to the top side of the speedway. So as everybody goes top side, Sun going to continue around the bottom. There's Ungari. Ungari going to make a little Nerf bar contact. Sun will be able to make that pass. Cole Day did just pick up that second spot there from James Shirley. Chris Brown now trying to pick up the third spot if he could. There's Talon Carter working down around the inside. There you see the one junior. He'll work the inside. Chris Brown went to the outside of the 15 of Holland as they enter the corner there. So the Whiteowl Performance number 136 will get around the number 15 there at Holland. Top 5 drivers have gone single file. Here comes Bartels. He's back into the battle here. He's trying to get to that number 1 of Carter. I believe one driver. I thought I saw a driver go up and over the berm down in 3, but it doesn't look like I see any smoke back there, so we stay green. Dobbs back out there. Still 2 laps down to the race leaders. Carter going to come to the inside here in turn number 1. Down to the inside, lifts the left front. He's trying to take that number 1 into the promised land inside the top 5. Not going to be able to. He'll go back to the high side and rip the lip. Everybody buying their own P's and Q's. Here comes the Dylan Raptoy raised die and tubing. R&R Auto, number 22. Raptoy back there running with Vernon Woodard. 2 drivers out of Vermont. 3 drivers out of Vermont there. Brandon also out of that Vermont area. The 6W of Michael Peak hasn't been able to make up any ground since having to go to about the mid-pack there. He's right now following number 45 of Justin Smith. Contact behind them, though. That was a 73 of Vernon Woodard. I believe made a little contact there with the number 5. They all were able to keep it going. Race leader James Normoyle has checked out. 1.3 second gap back to that man right there. There's the 99 of Cole Day. Cole Day is there. And then this battle for the podium. James Shirley trying to hold on here. He's got Chris Brown, though. Brown on the backside. Everybody has gone top shelf here. Leader into lap traffic, though. He's going to have that 0-2 of Eric Riel. Down to the inside here, the Percent Racing 0-2 entry. See if he can hold the bottom side of the speedway. Race leaders look like they're going to go to the outside. Riel will get out of the way. Normoyle will get on by, and now Cold Day will also get on by. Riel holds the bottom side of the speedway. Gentlemen's agreement there. Josh Sun, though, making a slide job on the 2B. He'll slide up. A little contact there. Bartels gives him the Nerf bar on the exit of turn number 2. Now he'll try to slide Sun back. Sun going to try to straighten it back out. Sun will go back to the bottom side here, slide up in front of Bartels. Brett going to cross him back over out of turn number 2. They're run wheel to wheel. A little bit of a slip there by the 2B. Brett going to try and run it in. Not quite able to. Sun's just going to put the right rear up on the cushion, and he'll let it eat. Josh Sun is trying to make up the ground. He has lost with 18 laps to go. I think he'll need a caution flag here because Talon Carter would be the next driver that he would run into, but he's about, call it a good 2.5 seconds up the speedway. There you see the Keller Williams Platinum Realtree, number 1. Trying to get around the number 15 of Ryan Holland. Shirley, though, under attack. Here comes Chris Brown. Brown going to try and slide up into him. Not going to quite be able to have it happen. There go back down the back straightaway. Brown going to really go downtown. Look for a slider. Not going to be able to do it. Now here comes. Holland's going to be there. Will he throw the slider? He'll go to the bottom side. Jeremy Carpenter is there. Leaders in lap traffic here. Trying to slice and dice. Just about 3 wide, racing for 4th. Carpenter in the middle groove there. Talon Carter down to the bottom side there. He'll bounce it through the corner. Chris Brown will scoot away. It'll be 13 laps to go, and look at your race leader. His lead has started to shrink, but he is in lap traffic. Caution lights on the speedway. Caution lights coming on. Racing Jason Dobbs, I believe, just got into it with the driver out of Vermont, the number 73 of Vernon Woodard. possibly Justin Smith involved in that one. We'll have to wait and see. There you see the 45. Pulling away. Take a look. Oh, Eric Riel goes down into one, loops it around, nowhere for Smith to go, and then Dobbs and Wooder just come in there with just nowhere to go. See the 0-2 Riel here come down into the corner. It's two sideways, slick up there entering turn one. So that'll bring the caution flag out. James Normoyle Cold Day did not want to see that caution flag come out, but they are here under this caution flag. So it'll be Normoyle, it'll be Day, it'll be Shirley, your top three. Brown, Holland, Carter, your top six. Sun in 7th, Bartel's back in 8th, McDuff in 9th, and Ungari back there in the 10th position. That's your top 10 cars here. 16 drivers on the lead lap here, as we're getting ready to come back into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone. Can James Normoyle hold these drivers off? Will Josh Sun, the driver that had probably the fastest car in the early stages of this one, rebound? iRacing.com pace car down and in. Normoyle going to fire him back off. Here we go. 13 to go. Here we go. Cold Day went to the outside there. Normoyle had to protect down to the bottom side. Now here is Day. Will he go to the bottom side? He runs to the top side. Shirley will run to the top side. Brown trying the bottom. One driver went way down to the bottom, and I believe that was the 00 of Doug Ungari back there trying to make up some ground. Here comes Carter. Carter going to battle. He'll take the tap room entry number 1 to the top side, and he'll try to diamond it a little bit. He'll come off the top. He actually spun the tires that time down to the slick. Carter going to throw the slide job on Chris Brown, and Brown's going to hit him right in the Nerf bars. Brown loses the spot. Carter will take spot number 4. He's picked up his 11th spot. Now Brown going to try and slide up in front of Bartels. Not quite able to. Bartel's going to take P number 5. Carter back down to the bottom side. He's going to go after James Shirley as Chris Brown right behind him throws the slider on Bartels. Not quite able. Oh, Bartel's going to feed Brown the right rear. Brown going to gas it back up around the outside. There's Josh Sun right there. Ryan Holland also right there. It's still Normoyle and Day out front. Shirley is still sitting in third, but he's got the pressure from Talon Carter. I thought the haymakers up front here were big. The W6 of Michael Peak, and looks like that's still in Rabtoy right there. Rabtoy and Smith are battling for position. Peak also in the hunt there with the W6. Talon Carter trying to slide her down in 1 and 2. Not going to be able to claim or clear James Shirley. Talon Carter going for his first ever podium finish. If he can get there, it'll be 6 to go here tonight in the Schoony's Country Market Robert Schoony Memorial. 6 more times, and Normoyle has checked out over Cold Day. And you're watching the battle for third. Freight train around the top side. 5 to go, says Dave Farty. 5 laps to go here tonight. Carter really trying, working the bottom side. Not quite able to clear it. Cold Day is still trying to find a groove down to the bottom. Here comes, the one of Carter's going to get bit by the yellow flag. He was just going to throw the slider on James Shirley when the caution flag came out. Something to happen with Josh Sun. Josh trying to get back up into the top 5. Let's see what happened to Sun and Holland. There you see the Upstate number 15 of Holland. Oh, big checkup on the outside and nowhere to go. Other than right into the back of Ryan Holland. Watch the stack up down here. Bartels and Brown stack up, and then it stacks up Holland. Josh Sun was hammered down trying to come back around. There's the race leader. He has not won a race with the Upstate Racing League. James Normoyle is third ever race with the Big Block Series. And right now, he will be the race leader. Single file formation, under 10 laps to go here at Lernerville. So the field goes single file. It'll be Normoyle, Day, Shirley, Carter, Bartels, Brown, Hacker, Ungari, and Patton. And then Justin Smith will be your 10th place runner. Green flag up. Cold day right there. It's now or never for these drivers with just 3 laps to go. Down the back straightaway, Normoyle will scoot away from Cold Day. James Shirley, Talon Carter still battling for that final podium spot. Popsicle sticks going in the air. Just 2 more times around the speedway here, and now Cold Day is pressuring James Normoyle for the race lead. Down the back straightaway here with just 1.5 laps to go here tonight in the Schoony's Country Market. White flags in the air presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. Who will pick up the Robert Schoony Memorial Race? 4 drivers with a chance here. Normoyle going to throw a little bit of a block there on Cold Day. Cold Day going to try and throw it down. Oh, Shirley tried to run the middle. Then it will be Normoyle, Cold Day, and Talon Carter, the youngster out of Pennsylvania, will finish in 3rd. Chris Brown in 4th. Bartel's back there in 5th. And where is James Shirley going to come across the line? It'll be 12th for James Shirley. There's your winner, though. Normoyle will come across the line. Unofficially, those are your race results. Unofficial. Normoyle, Cold Day, and Talon Carter. Heck of a last lap there. Let's see if we can go back and watch the final lap here. Watch the 51 here of James Shirley. This is the white flag lap. Carter pressuring him down on the bottom side. Normoyle will throw the block on Day. Day has to go to the outside. He diamonds it down, and right there, James Shirley trying to come through the middle. Shirley gets her pointed back in, stands on the throttle, but a disappointing 12th place finish it's going to be for James Shirley. There's your top 3 race fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here to the Lernerville Speedway tonight to wrap things up for your Bartel Builders Big Block Series. Tonight, it was the Robert Schoony Memorial Race here at Lernerville, and James Shirley's the winner.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here, race fans, to Lernerville. There you see the victory lane. Well, James Normoyle is in the victory lane here tonight. James Normoyle will pick up his first ever feature win with the Bartel Builders Big Block Series for the Upstate Racing League. And unfortunately, James Normoyle has taken the 721 back to the garage, and we are unable to take a word with James Normoyle. He will pick up the most positions gained here tonight, so he is the hard charger. The Whiteowl Performance Hard Charger, most positions gained, 16 for James Normoyle. Congratulations to James and his crew for picking up the most spots gained and the win here tonight in the Robert Schoony Memorial Race here at Lernerville. We do, though, have our second place finisher, and he's back from trying to cut his fingers off, race fans. Cole Day, how about it? Another podium spot here, picking up right where you left off before you lost a finger.
Yeah, you can't be mad at clicking off consistent podiums here, because all about chasing that championship again here, so.
Well, you talk about the championship right away. I guess you're going to throw this one in the bag of good finishes. Tell us about those closing laps, though. James Normoyle had a huge lead over you, about a second and a half. You closed it into just under a second, and then the caution flag came out. Were you happy to see the caution flag come out at that point when you were just about a second behind the leader?
Yes and no. I mean, once James passed me, I knew he was super fast, and then he gapped me by a second or two. So, at that point, I was just settling for second, and I kind of honed it back a little bit just to keep it safe and not fall off the track. But then once we got that yellow, I thought, well, he's right there, might as well go for it.
Yeah, and then that green flag. Walk us through that 3-lap shootout there at the end. There was 4 cars under a blanket. Normoyle, you, Carter, and I believe that was the 15 of Shirley up there.
Yeah, like I said, I was just settling for second, and after that green flag run, I was following him so close. It was really hard to enter the corners, so I got a little nervous. But then I got a good run on him there in the white flag lap, and I went to go underneath of him. I knew he was going to block it, so then I darted back up to the top, and my plan was to try to cut back down, but I think I ended up cutting someone off. But sorry to whoever that was. I'll have to go back and talk to him about it. But I was going for the win, and that was my only shot, or at least getting a really close finish. But it is what it is.
It is what it is, and when you look at the points that are going to leave Lernerville here, you came in just a couple points back from the 51 of Justin Fuller, who did not make the feature event here, so that's going to really close the gap. And do you think this may be a turning point in the season?
Possibly. I know we get a couple drop weeks, so I mean, essentially this race may not count, so it could work for me. It also couldn't, depending on how the rest of the season goes, but it definitely helps my side whenever someone has a bad race like Justin, because I know he's good week in and week out, so if he can have 2 more bad ones, then that'll help me in the championship run.
Well, you had a good run here tonight, Cole. You started second, you finished second, and you won heat race number 2, so congratulations. The microphone is yours here, my friend. Who do you got to thank that helps you out every week on the 99?
I got to thank you up in the booth for helping me out and doing a great broadcast. I got to thank Donald, Doug, and Kyle down in TeamSpeak for coaching me throughout the races where everyone else is doing. Al and all of our sponsors for making this thing possible. It's always so much fun coming out here every week, and honestly really struggle and have to sweat and work for just good solid finishes. It's awesome coming out every week.
There you hear from Cole Day, race fans. He will finish in the second position. Congratulations to Cole Day and his crew. And the man who's going to finish in third, he comes out of nowhere. The driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, the Kelly Spade of Keller Williams Realty. Rags Carter Racing, number 1 of Talon Carter. It doesn't look like we have established a line of communication with the youngster out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, but he battled 12 positions up here tonight to finish in that 3rd spot. He was coming for the race leaders. If there's maybe about 10 to 15 more laps, Carter may have had something for the race leader of James Normoyle, but it'll be his first ever podium finish here, so Talon Carter will finish in the 3rd spot. Boy, what a race it was, though, here tonight, race fans, as these drivers of the Bartel Builders Big Block Series always put on a heck of a show. That's exactly what they did here tonight. Man, with Normoyle picking up his first win, with Carter picking up his first ever podium finish, how about David Patton? He finishes in 7th. Let's see if we can get those results up here for you on the screen. See where all your favorite drivers did actually finish after 50 laps here tonight in the Robert Schoony Memorial Race here at Lernerville. There's your top 18 drivers, of course, 15 of them being on the lead lap. Josh Sun being the driver that may walk around this week as a disappointment, as started on the front row and then led a couple laps and unfortunately will finish in 15th. Dylan Rabtoy, also a strong number 22. It'll be an 11th place finish for him. How about Justin Smith, Doug Ungari, and David Patton? 3 drivers that had to battle adversity and come in to this feature event. They will finish 7th, 8th, and 9th. Brian Hacker, a very quiet night for the driver out of Illinois. He will finish in the 6th spot. How about Bartels? He battled back for a 5th. Chris Brown is 4th. And, man, the drivers on the next page, they may have had a little bit of challenges, a little bit of struggles here. Jones, of course, finishing dead last year tonight, 24th. Kelly Dahl back there, Riome, Carpenter, McDuff, all having to settle for disappointing outside the top 20 spots. And, man, the greatest thing about iRacing, race fans, is guess what? This one's in the books. Next week, we will have a whole new ball game to go racing. Next week, of course, we will bring you live racing action. We will be at the Williams Grove Speedway for the RST's 4th round of the Bartel Builders Big Block Series. So, race fans, for everybody with the Upstate Racing League, Bartel Builders, of course, Schoony's Country Market, Whiteowl Performance, my name's Roger Muth, and we will catch you at the next one. Everybody stay safe, and we'll see you at the races.